everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Zishan, and today is actually my birthday, so wish me a happy birthday in the comment section, everybody. Thank you. I'm already just assuming you guys did, so thank you for that. But today's video is talking about Disney Plus Day. Now, Disney Plus Day is coming out, is going to be about 10 days from now. 10 or 9 days from now. I think it comes out next Friday, but either way, yeah, Disney Plus Day is coming. It is coming. It is on the 12th, which like I said, I think is, but I don't know. What's the 4th? Whatever. It's a little bit away from now. But Disney Plus Day is next week. It's coming, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss a lot of people off, but whatever. It is gonna blow D20. It is gonna blow DC fandom away, because I was worried before Fandom actually happened. I was like, when the whole question came out, when it was announced that they were doing both of these this year, which we kind of knew they were going to do both of these year, but they didn't know when it was going to happen. When it was announced that they were doing Fandom and they were doing Disney Plus Day, it was obviously people start posting up like, which one you're more excited for and whatnot. And in my mind, I was thinking, well, obviously Disney Plus Day, because that's Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, animation, Pixar, you know, Hulu, FX. That's a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit inside. Like, it's Star Wars and Marvel alone would make it a bigger deal, because, like, you would have the Marvel fans and the Star Wars fans, which together are, like, dwarf just DC fans. So I was just like, well, obviously that, you know. And after Fandom, I'm just even more completely on it. I am just even more completely convinced this is gonna blow that away, because Fandom really, actually, you got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and the Batman trailer, and that was about it. This is gonna be some shit. First of all, they've already showed the Book of Boba Fett trailer, so you know they gotta, but you know what? I'll get back to that. The whole video is about what will they show at this Disney on Disney Plus Day. First of all, since they've already shown the Book of Boba Fett trailer, which I thought they would have held on to till next week, they're gonna show. First of all, they're gonna have a trailer for Cassian Andor, because Cassian Andor has been in the works for a while, and it should be done by now. Like, think about it this way: last year, they had footage of them on production on it. That's a full year ago that they were in production on it. So they've had months and months and months. They got a trailer ready, because that's going to be the next show coming right after Book of Boba Fett wraps up. So that's a thing. The Mandalorian Season 3, I believe, has gone into production, so there might even be a nice little a nice little setup to say this is when the date's going to come out for that. And there will be a teaser trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. There will be an official trailer for Cassian, and there'll be a teaser trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Those two things alone will be massive. But there will be dates set for the Accolade and the Ahsoka Tano show, and we'll finally find out what they're doing with that whole what was it? Rangers of the was it Rangers of the Frontier? I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Rangers of the Frontier. Was it Rangers? Rangers of the New Republic, something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but that Ranger show they was working on, we'll find out what they're doing with that. We probably will get a little bit more information on Mandalorian Season 3, like what's gonna happen. We'll get more information on, they'll probably announce, and I haven't heard a source of anything about this, but I just got this feeling, because I thought Visions turned out really, really well, and I thought it turned out really, really cool, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a Season 2 of that. They might even go as far as to announce a new animated series that's an actual sequel to the events of that's an actual sequel to what's the word I'm looking for? To not Clone Wars, to Rebels. To Rebels. That's an actual sequel series to Rebels, because The Bad Batch really isn't a sequel series. The Bad Batch is actually a sequel to a prequel series in a way. So there'll be an actual sequel animated series by Dave Filoni that's probably going to take place in that 20-year gap where The Mandalorian is happening and whatnot. But I believe they're going to do that. I believe they would do that. They're gonna they would want to make another continue that animation forward, you know, because it seems like Dave wants to do that. They already announced Bad Batch Season 2. But like, there's a lot of stuff. We'll get dates and whatnot, and confirmation of stories and confirmation of so much. But the Star Wars one is going to be a big, and we'll probably get. And if they really, I don't think they will, but there's a chance. There's a chance that people have forgotten about this. Kevin Feige is working on a Star Wars movie. We don't know what it is. No clue. All we know is that it has. Only thing we know about that movie is the writer. And I believe, I'm trying to remember, is it the writer from, I think it's the, is it the WandaVision writer? No. It's like, I think it's the Loki writer, I think. It's the Loki guy, the Loki writer, the guy who's writing on Doctor Strange. I think he's writing on a bunch of things, but I think it's the Loki writer. The guy who wrote on Loki. I think he is the writer. Like he's, all he has is a writer. That is it. He has a writer on this Star Wars movie, and that is it. So we might, cross your fingers, find out what the hell Kevin Feige has been working on in the Star Wars universe that's been so hush-hush that nobody even has an inkling of what he is doing. We don't know. Maybe he's working on a new trilogy, which would be boss, wouldn't it? I doubt it, but that would be awesome. So that would be cool too. So the Star Wars stuff alone would just be enough to talk about for weeks. Just the information alone. And I'm indicating this, and by the way, I'm indicating this all off of the previous Disney Plus day, which had so much shit. We found out about Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron. We found out, we got more images of Andor. They announced Ahsoka, the Rangers, the Acolyte. They announced, so much. And that was there was so much stuff out there for Star Wars. And, it was just so freaking fun. And I was like, wow, that's a lot. So I'm just going to indicate that on top of the stuff we already know that we didn't know anything about, we're going to get more information on those shows, when they're going to come out, maybe some major lead casting decisions. Maybe they'll get someone to get Robert Downey Jr., some crazy shit like that to be star in one of these things. I just think that the entire portion of Disney Plus that's going to be about Star Wars is going to be packed. Then we get to Marvel. And the Marvel stuff is going to be crazy too. First of all, I believe we will get a trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. Thor Love and Thunder has wrapped for a while now. It's wrapped a while ago. Taika's already working on other shit. Not working on other shit. He's probably still doing some stuff, but he's looking at other shit. Chris Hemsworth is already training to be in Extraction. He's already getting prepared to go do that. So clearly, this is a wrap, man. They have wrapped this thing. They have finished this thing. They have been well in pre-production. If they're not done with pre-production, we are getting a trailer for Thor Love and Thunder. And we also may get a teaser for Doctor Strange. We'll get a trailer for Love and Thunder and a teaser for Doctor Strange. That's probably how it's going to go down. A trailer for Love and Thunder and a teaser for Doctor Strange, as in the movies. But we will also probably get our first trailer for Ms. Marvel, and we'll probably get a teaser for Moon Knight. That's how I think it's going to go down. We'll get a first official trailer for Ms. Marvel and a teaser trailer for Moon Knight, which has been in production for a little bit. No. I take that back. It'll be a teaser trailer for She-Hulk. It'll be a teaser trailer for She-Hulk, which is wrapped, I believe. There's so many projects they got in the works right now. It's so many things. They'll tie down a date for the Fantastic Four, and they will announce a few new shows. They will probably officially announce the Captain America 4. They'll officially announce Captain America 4. They'll probably officially give Blade a date. They might even come out, because they did this before with Ant-Man. Shortly after Ant-Man had came out in theaters, I guess they really saw that people responded well to him, because shortly after, all of a sudden, Kevin Feige was like, hey, we're going to make Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I wouldn't be surprised if he announced they were making a sequel to Shang-Chi. So, we're gonna get dates. We're gonna get a little bit more information. We're gonna get breaking casting decisions. Like I say, I am excited. We're gonna get some featurettes. I feel like we're gonna get some featurettes on behind the scenes stuff with them working on the things. Like I said, there are gonna be some great things in the Marvel department. But I think the Thor Love and Thunder will have an official trailer. Doctor Strange will have a teaser. You'll get a trailer for Ms. Marvel. You'll get a teaser trailer for She-Hulk. You'll get some settled down date announcements, and you'll get a couple new announcements on the back end. You'll get a couple new things, because they might add in a movie or two here and there. And there's a couple things that don't even have a title on it anyway. So you'll see. You'll see something. So the Marvel and Star Wars are going to be the huge talking point, and those two things alone are going to be massive. It's why they're saving them. It's why last year, I think they did it pretty well last year. Last year they started with Star Wars. I don't think they started with Star Wars. They started with a whole bunch of other shit, but they started with Star Wars and ended with Marvel. And I think that's what they're going to do this year. Start with Star Wars and end with Marvel. That's why I would do it, you know, keep people around. But in the middle, there are a lot of other interesting things. First of all, Hulu's got a bunch of stuff they're working on. It'd be great to see that. Great to see what they're going to do there, what projects they're working on, what original movies they're working on with Hulu. Of course, you got FX and their array of things they're working on. We had rumors that Taika Waititi is directing Scarlett Johansson's Tower of Terror movie. We've heard rumors about that. We might even get a teaser for Hocus Pocus 2. There's a lot of things. We might get a teaser for Hocus Pocus 2. Might get a little bit of an inkling into, they might officially announce the Percy Jackson show that they've been in the works on, the Percy Jackson and the Lightning, you know, Percy Jackson show that they've been working on. It's supposed to be like a really high budget show. They might officially announce that. I'm trying to think of some other things that they might officially announce. There's a couple, they might actually clarify, give more information on the Alien show that they're supposed to be working on Hulu and FX, so that'd be cool. I'm trying to think, because there's some other things that they will probably be talking about. They'll probably get more into, but speaking of the Marvel thing, they might actually officially announce Marvel's animation division and actually announce some what Marvel animated things they're going to be working on. So that could be interesting as well, you know, to see what they're going to be working on there. They already announced, like pretty much announced season 2, but they'll officially announce What If season 2. Like, you should just hear all this shit I just rattled off, like all the stuff I rattled off. Like, a lot of shit I just rattled off. And that's on top of some of the other movies they're working on. Like, admittedly, the Haunted Mansion remake, well, I mean, it's a remake of a remake, so it's, you know, Haunted Mansion's a remake. But the Haunted Mansion movie they're working on, the pure talent they have on that. Owen Wilson, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany, is it Haddish? I always say her name correctly. The talent on that, like, I remember when I heard about them making this Haunted Mansion, remake of a Haunted Mansion, and I was like, man, it's some cheesy bullshit. This is just like that Doogie Howser and, you know, Turner and Hooch show they made, which, to be fair, I didn't hate that Doogie Howser show. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hate it. I was just like, it's just a little kiddie, but, you know, whatever. But, like, when the talent started piling up on that movie, I was like, yo, they're trying to do something with this movie, man. They got some real talented people on this movie. It made me go, shit, okay. I mean, look. I'ma look. I'll look. But yeah, like I said, they just got so much going on. And that's on top of, you know, the Pixar. And I didn't even mention Pixar. We're gonna probably get another trailer. We might get another trailer for Buzz Lightyear. We might get some announcement for new Pixar projects. We might finally get an official trailer for that Pixar show they've been working on. By the way, that's something that's kind of gone underlined, and I haven't really mentioned it before. But I don't know if you guys remember, Pixar announced they were working on a show. Monsters at Work is not actually made by Pixar. Though I will give them credit, I think Monsters at Work works as a sequel to the original Monsters, Inc. Like, I don't think I reviewed it, but I've watched it, and I was like, this works as a sequel to that original show. If you wanted to, like, you know, if you were into Monsters, Inc. and you were into that world and you wanted to go, I'd check out Monsters at Work. But that wasn't made by Pixar. There's a show, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's supposed to be like this weird, interesting perspective show, which go figure, it's fucking Pixar, so they're gonna do something fucking retrospective. But it's this show, and like, it was announced, oh, I feel like something flew out of my throat. It was announced back when Disney Plus was first announced that Pixar was working on this show. You ever get that feeling that, like, something's scratching? I'm gonna talk slowly so I don't freaking choke. But yeah, Pixar was working on this show. We haven't really heard anything about it. All we heard was a premise for it, but we haven't seen too much on it. And I thought it would have came out a while ago. I thought they were working on it a while ago, but clearly it hasn't been ready yet. So I wouldn't be shocked if we get an official trailer for that show that Pixar proper has been working on, and we get announcements for other Pixar shows maybe even sequel series. Also, they did announce, if you want to talk about the Disney animation side, they did announce a bunch of animated sequel series shows, kind of similar to back in the day when they had like Aladdin and Timon and Pumbaa and like the Little Mermaid animated series and all these Lilo and Stitch, all these animated series. Which, by the way, they are working on a live action Lilo and Stitch movie, so they might announce that too. There's a lot of shit gonna happen at Disney Plus. I just named off everything off the top of my head, but if you guys have any more ideas of what will be announced, what will be shown at Disney Plus, Disney Plus Day, or maybe you think that I'm losing it and they won't announce any of this stuff. But please comment below, let me know. What are your thoughts? What do you think they will announce on Disney Plus Day? And understand, like, that's why I think this is gonna be such a massive day, because it's more than just Marvel, it's more than just Star Wars, it's all these other subdivisions. You got so much shit already going on. Shang-Chi's gonna be coming out that day. The Jungle Cruise, they might have announced the Jungle Cruise too. Like, there's so much shit they can announce and so many trailers and so much information that's gonna be shown that day. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. Anyways, thank you guys again for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.